2025. It is here. It has already started. I thought, what a better way to start off the year than to get a fresh, clean start, just to really empty my basket. And for that to happen, I need to finish a couple of knits. I have 3 projects right now that are borderline, like so close to being done, but just aren't quite there yet. And I thought, you know what, this weekend, it is the first full weekend of January. We are January 4th. There are quite a lot of new projects that I want to cast on, quite a lot of new spinning and just like other things that I want to get to. And I thought, let's just take the proper time to get through these things. So I have 3 projects, one for each day. Yesterday I started with my balaclava that I have been knitting. Today I'm going to be aiming to finish the Camisole number 9, which we're going to take a deeper look as the projects come up. And then I also have my time skip collar that I'm hoping to finish tomorrow on Sunday. So that's about 1 project a day. They're all so close to being done. I don't know that I could block them in all this time, but I can definitely finish all the sewing and the knitting, hopefully. So I'm just gonna sew this, my I-cord edge. But yesterday I picked up my balaclava and I knit the border, the rim, and then I sewed it down and then passed the lace through it. So hopefully I can show you this. There we go. That's done. So basically all I just need to do for this one is kind of weave in the ends. Can I just cut you here a little long? And you too. So yesterday I spent about an hour, 2 hours on this balaclava to finish it. And that was just knitting the rib, finishing it, and then folding it and sewing it in on the inside. So this is what it looks like. And then I passed the lace through the holes that I had previously created, the yarn overs when I was working up the rib, so that I could have my I-cord here. And now I can just have a beautiful little bow and have my I-cord at the bottom of my balaclava. I'm actually so happy with how this looks, and I'm not going to put it on just yet because I do have bobby pins in my hair, but I'm going to put a picture right here of what it looks like, and then hopefully I can get this blocked and washed out and just sew in the ends. But basically, I have already finished one of the 3 projects, so I'm feeling really confident. And then for today, what I wanted to focus on was my Camisole number 9. This is where it is currently sitting at. I have the collar, I don't know if you can see this, but I have the collar already sewn in and it is like knit up. I have the first sleeve already sewn in and knit up. So all I need to do essentially is I have picked up all my stitches. I can just now knit a couple inches. I think it's like 3 or 4 inches, fold it and then sew it in. That is my day. This will be done. Well, that's what it needs to be done. So hopefully I can get onto that right now and get that one out of the way. I think I just need to count because I need 150 something stitches on the armhole. One thing I like to do when knitting sleeves or picking up stitches is to actually just pick up the stitch and not knit it, so that if I'm missing, like if I miscount as I'm going around, I can then just like in the time I knit it, go and like add it. Because if I'm knitting as I'm picking up stitches, it's like a lot tighter and harder to just add an extra stitch, because sometimes my stitch count will be off by like, let's say 5 stitches. Then what I do instead of like fully unraveling and taking it apart is I count the exact stitches I have and I'll just divide that by 5. So let's say it's every 20 stitch, I'm missing a stitch. When I do go and knit and attach the new yarn, I can just count every 20 stitches and add 1 there so that I'm at the correct stitch count. I don't know if that makes sense, but hopefully it did. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You do not have to stay there and listen to me count, but if you want to, you can. 25, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. See, right now I just counted and I'm off 7 stitches. So if I do the exact stitch count that I need divided by, so basically every 22 stitches I need to add a stitch when I do it in the round. So that's fine, that's not that bad. So now that I finally finished the stockinette, and yes, you do knit it inside out so that when you fold it and sew it, you're gonna sew it on the outside portion right against the body stockinette like this. There is a video on how to do that in the pattern, but that's exactly what I need to do and what I did next. Good morning. I managed to finish the Camisole number 9 yesterday. It was just a lot of sewing, so it wasn't the most interesting thing to film, and I was just sitting on my couch trying to get it done, but I managed. It's done, and I can't wait to show you the result at the end because, yeah, I'm excited to try it on. But today, this morning, Sunday, I've decided to finish my time skip collar. So I have a bunch of zippers that I've accumulated over the times I went to dress sew. I've picked up many, I don't know, when I go pick up zippers, I like to pick up a couple of options. So these zippers are all around 8 to 9 inches. Some of them have a more like thick zipper. Some of them are just regular zippers. I have a navy, I have blacks. Now I was torn between going black and the navy. I think I'm gonna go with the navy and not with the white because the original zipper I believe is a black one, and I think it's really nice to have the navy stockinette right here and then the white zipper flap, or where the zipper is gonna be inserted, it's white. So then to go back to navy, it's gonna help. It's gonna really work well with this here, which is navy white and navy white, you know, so on. So it's like another element of repetition between stripes and navy and white. There is a bit of a difference between the two blues, however, but this was the only navy option they had at the store when I had gone, and I don't even remember why I got this navy one. I think we're gonna go with navy. And now I just need to separating zipper. Yeah, it separates. Okay, good. Because I made the mistake this morning. I think some of them don't. Yeah, see? This one doesn't separate. So I need one that separates at the base, at the bottom. So that's why I can't use this one. And I think this one also, right? Yeah, this one also. So now I couldn't find my safety pins. I couldn't find my T-pins. So what I'm going to be using are just some sewing needles and hopefully not stab myself to pin down the zipper. Okay, I'm just gonna take these all out, and my boyfriend's gonna hate me because he's scared that I'll drop a needle somewhere, that he's gonna accidentally like step on them. It's okay, we'll be responsible. I'll find them all. Maybe I should count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 10. So at the end, I need to put 10 away. That's how I'm gonna be responsible. 10. Remember that. I don't like sewing. I'm doing this and I'm realizing I'm also gonna have to do the Dagmar zipper jacket soon because I want it and it has a zipper. So basically I am treating myself to lovely zippers. Lovely zippers, which I'm gonna have to go to dress sew before they close again to pick up a zipper for that one, because I think that one I'm gonna need a red zipper because I'm gonna be knitting a redder sweater. Okay, so I'm just quickly gonna roughly do this and then I'll adjust the needles accordingly. Oh. they're done. I'm so proud of myself because these have been lingering, especially like the Camisole number 9 since last summer. So let's go in order, the order that I finished them in, and let's take a look. So the first one is my Balaclava. So this is what it looks like. I love the way that it turned out, and I just think the bow is such a fun, cute pop of color. I literally just wore this outside to go get some lunch, get some sushi, and it's definitely not balaclava weather. It's not cold enough, but I still loved wearing it, and it wasn't too warm, but it does keep my ears like warm. Yeah, I didn't feel like really hot, like in my head at least, which is really good. Definitely gonna be making more of these. Now, I do hope in the blocking that it'll grow just a little bit. We're gonna see. I haven't actually done a test swatch for this knit or did a blocking swatch. I kind of, yeah, just went on. I didn't follow a pattern for this one. I knit it up myself. I've never knit a balaclava before, so I'm not 100% sure this is the best way to do it, but this is my creation, what I did. I really wanted the highlighter pink bow at the bottom. I think it's super cute and super fun, and I just love that this is all hand spun yarn except for the mohair. I didn't spin the mohair myself. Now I am thinking for blocking, I might remove the I-cord. The only reason I'm thinking about that is because like it's such a pink highlighter color, and this is yarn from Emily C. Gillies. This isn't a hand spun yarn, and I don't remember, it's a sock yarn. I don't remember if it bleeds or not when I knit the socks, because I knit highlighter pink socks with this yarn. Do I remove it? Either way, I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, I wore it to go get lunch, and I absolutely loved the fit. I love how soft it is and how warm it is, but it's not too warm because today it is not actually a cold day out. People are wearing sweaters outside, like that's how uncold it is. Even so, this did keep my head warm, but not like warm to a point where it's like uncomfortable or like I'm getting like really hot like head. It was really comfortable, and I just absolutely love it. Yeah, so I finished my balaclava, so I'm really happy. Yesterday I finished my Camisole number 9, and this is what it looks like. Yes, it is in black yarn, so it is very hard to see. This also needs to be washed and blocked. The only thing is this yarn seems to be a magnet for little fluffs, but I love how it turned out. I think, oh my god, it's gonna be annoying. Maybe once it is washed, it'll stop being so sticky. It's just the wool. But I think it's really fun and really nice. I'm gonna actually try it on for you. Give me a second. But I think it turned out really well. I think I started this in April of last year, and then I did one sleeve in June, one sleeve in September, or the collar in September, and now I just finished the last sleeve. So this has been a project on my needles for well over like almost a year now, or maybe even a full year. I honestly do not remember when I casted this on. It's just this tiny needles. What is this? 2mm needles, which is US 0 for the sleeve band and the collar. And can you even see it? I don't even know if you can see it. The knit is so dark. I went with a black because I really like the original picture that she has, the original post, this one, and I thought that, I don't know, I thought it looked stunning, so I was like, yes, let's knit it in black. And I also regretted my decision for that because, oh my god, the fluff. And I slightly do regret knitting it in black just a little bit, because just knitting the stockinette here and then folding it over and sewing it down, that is the part that took me the longest, and that was the part that was the scariest. Although yesterday I did it in one day and one night. Like, that clearly goes to show, like, it is doable and I could have done it. I don't know why it took me so long to finish it. It's just every time I looked at this shirt, it was like, it's gonna take forever. So my Camisole number 9 was knit in drop snored, which is 45% alpaca, 30% polyamide, and 25% wool. So it is warm on the warmer side, but like today, for example, today it's like 6 or 7 degrees outside, so it's not that hot, and I'm not like warm or sweating right now. This is actually really comfortable, and sometimes I like wearing tank tops in winter. I don't always like really chunky big like clothes, so I'm really happy that I now have this one in my wardrobe. Well, once it is washed and blocked. And I hope that the yarn does soften up just a little bit, because there is a little bit of I think it's the wool in it. There's like a little bit of a wooliness to it. 25% wool. It doesn't say what kind of wool. But we'll see. I'm also really curious to see washed what happens, because 45% alpaca is a lot, and alpaca in the past for me, sorry, there's a fiber, but alpaca in the past for me does seem to bloom and just like drape a lot. So we'll see. Now that I've done a lot of sewing over the last 3 days, which leads me to today's knit, the one that I finished, the time skip color, and I think it is beautiful. I did try to find the name of the designer, because I do have the PDF downloaded on my phone, but there's no name attached to it. It just says time skip color, and she never wrote her name. I think it's a she. They never wrote their name anywhere on the pattern. So I'm just gonna put the name here when I find it on Ravelry. But this is my collar, and I'm honestly so proud of a zipper that I sewed up. I think this is perfect practice for my Dagmar sweater, which I will be casting on very, very soon. I'm very excited. I'm going to be doing the zipper sweater. But yeah, this was essentially good practice for that. And this is what the time skip collar looks like. Again, unwashed, unblocked. So we'll be doing that. Now this one, I am going to wait for the die catchers, and I'm going to order different ones from a different company now, because the ones that I ordered apparently were coming from England, got lost in the mail. The Canada strike happened, and now nobody knows where they are. Canada Post doesn't know. The company that I don't even know, I went on Amazon and ordered them. I didn't know that they were coming from England. So I don't know. I don't know where they are. Nobody knows where they are. Amazon says to contact the seller. The seller tells me to contact Amazon. And it's just like, I'm going to go find new ones somewhere, because this is getting ridiculous. Because this one, the white and the navy, it's yarn I've never used, never worked with, and I don't want it to bleed. I think this looks really good. And even as such, with just like a tank top. But again, like, look, how fun is this? I actually really like this, and I'm pretty sure if I had like a white long sleeve or a black long sleeve, I don't know, I think it's in the wash, this would look really good. I don't know, I'm actually really happy that I was able to finish it and have it. Yeah, I'm really liking it. I like it a lot. I am still unsure about the finish for this one, simply because the sides here, it's just like the stockinette. There's no rib, there's no I-cord, there's no finishing touch or anything, and I have yarn left over, so maybe I could either just add an I-cord, add a rib, continue it a little bit, do a folded seam, do something, because it is on top of a black tank top right now. It's kind of hard to see, but it is rolling, and I'm pretty sure that blocking will not sort that out or help that out. So having finished these 3 knits over the weekend, I'm really happy with my start for 2025. Now, would you consider this a 2025 knit or a 2024? Because essentially the whole knit was done for this one. I think I had like 2 more rows of ribbing to knit and then sew it, and that was it. This one, it was just sewing the zipper. The knit was technically done. And then for the Camisole number 9, I did knit the little, what do you call that? The little sleeve, the little stockinette, folded it and sewed it down. That one had probably the most knitting. But yeah, are these 2024 knits or 2025 knits? Because today we're the 5th of January, which is in 2025. I don't know. I don't know what to count these as. This was kind of the best way and a perfect way to start off the year, by finishing 3 projects that have been on my needles for far too long, especially this one. And I am just really glad to now have it off the list, off my mind, and I can now focus on other knits. For example, I'm working on my clematis sweater, and I'm also working on my brown turtleneck sweater, and now I can just focus on that without having these random little projects stuck in the back of my mind. Keep like thinking, oh, I need to finish this, I need to knit this, I need to work on this, because it sometimes overwhelms me how many knits I have casted on. So I think that this was also a perfect way to start off the year, blank, clean slate. And it's also super positive because everybody loves to finish knits, so it's like a good gratification, a good way to like jumpstart the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys had a lovely new year. Happy New Year again. I hope you guys had a lovely time off, seeing some friends, seeing some family. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. Now I'm gonna go play some yarn for next week's video.